Welcome back to Inglés 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Advanced. Hello and welcome back to the program. Class number 116. Yes, the advanced portion of class number 116. And as always, we'll begin the program today with a little review of yesterday's material. And we had been talking about casi and almost. We said almost, and we also talked about nearly. And yesterday, we introduced hardly. Hardly ever. I said, I hardly ever eat clams, which is the same as saying, I almost never, casi nunca, almost never, or hardly ever. So hardly does not go with a negative. We don't say hardly never. We say hardly ever. I almost never eat clams. I hardly ever eat clams. The same with callos. I hardly ever eat callos. It's true. I almost never eat callos. Now, how often do you eat in a Japanese restaurant? I hardly ever eat in a Japanese restaurant. Okay. How often do you drive a truck? I hardly ever drive a truck. Hardly ever. Sometimes, but not very often. Hardly ever. I hardly ever drive a truck. Yesterday, how many people were on bicycles? All those people that you saw, how many of them were on bicycles? Hardly anyone was on a bicycle, or hardly any people were on bicycles. How many cars were there on the road? Hardly any cars were on the road. There were very few cars on the road. Hardly any cars were on the road. How many people came? Hardly any people came. Yeah, hardly any people came to the event. Yes. How much did you eat? I ate hardly anything. Really? I wasn't hungry. I ate hardly anything. I ate almost nothing. Hardly anything. How often does she go to the gym? She hardly ever goes to the gym. Almost never. Hardly ever. She hardly ever goes to the gym. Yeah. What did you see? I saw hardly anything. Almost nothing. Hardly anything. How much did they pay? They got a great price. How much did they pay? They paid hardly anything, which is the same as saying almost nothing. Hardly anything. Okay? So we saw this structure yesterday, and it can be a little bit tricky for my students sometimes, I've noticed. So it's good to practice it, and it's good to look here in the student guide, class number 116, advanced class 116. You'll see a good review. Excuse me, we're in 116 today, so this point occurred back in 115. So in your student guide, you can follow along. You can also see a nice review of this on the television today. Okay? Very good. Now, it is time to move on to the other part of our review, which is the translation list. Translation. Yes, it is time for our translation list. 12 sentences of translation. Today we will be reviewing list number 36. As always, there are 12 sentences, and you may recall that in the last class, I only got to translate 6 of them. So today, I promise we will get through all the sentences. Are you ready? Excuse me? Are you ready? Good, because I'm ready. Let's do this. So remember, I'll read the Spanish, and I need you out loud to say the answer in English. I'll give you time. I'll give you enough time, okay? Number 1. A este paso te va a dar un infarto. You're going to have a heart attack at this rate. And I understand the order has changed. So yes, logically, you could say, at this rate, you're going to have a heart attack. A heart attack. Un infarto. A heart attack. Number 2. Necesitas pensar en otra cosa. You need to think about something else. You need to think about something else. Yes. Number 3. Alguien ha estado leyendo mi correspondencia. I hate it when this happens. Someone's been reading my mail. Someone has been, with the contraction. Someone's been reading my mail. Number 4. Tienes una manera extraña de mirar a la gente. You have a strange way of looking at people. Yes. You have a strange way of looking at people. Number 5. Le conozco desde hace más de 20 años. I've known him for over 20 years. More than 20 years. I've known him for over 20 years. Number 6. Siempre has parecido un hombre tan pacífico. You've always seemed like such a peaceful man. Now notice how I said such a. There we're linking such a. That vowel sound, the A. Such a. Not such a peaceful, but such a peaceful man. You've always. Onto the onto the A of always. You've always seemed like such a peaceful man. You've always seemed like such a peaceful man. Number 7. Prefiero no hablar con él. I prefer not to talk to him. I prefer not to talk to him. Number 8. Ella me pone tan nervioso que no puedo decir ni una palabra bien. She makes me, me pone tan nervioso. She makes me so nervous. Nervous, not nervous. Nervous. She makes me so nervous that I can't say a single word right. Yeah, she makes me so nervous that I can't say a single word right. Because she makes me so nervous. Number 9. Lo último que oí es que se habían casado. The last thing I heard was that they had got married. The last thing I heard, lo último que oí, es que se habían casado. The last thing I heard was that. Well, es que was that. They had got. But you can say got, or of course you can say gotten. That they had gotten, or got, married. Married. 2 syllables. Married. The last thing I heard was that they had got married. The last thing I heard was that they had got married. Number 10. Él no quiere que nadie le llame. He doesn't want anyone to call him. Don't call him. Why? Because he doesn't want anyone to call him. Anyone. You could also say anybody. He doesn't want anybody to call him. Number 11. Si alguna vez necesitas algo, no dudes en hacerme saber. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to let me know. Let me know. Hacerme saber. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to let me know. Just call me. Send me an email. Tell me. Don't hesitate to let me know if you ever need anything, okay? If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to let me know. Number 12. La pobre chica nunca sabe dónde estás. The poor girl never knows where you are. She's your secretary, right? She has to know where you are. The poor girl never knows where you are. Please, tell her where you are. The poor girl. The poor girl never knows where you are. All right. It is time to move on now to our expression of the day.
Expression of the day.
All right, it is time for the expression of the day. Our expression of the day is cutting edge. Cutting edge. Hey, Nacho, what does this mean? Cutting edge. Do you know this expression? Like cutting edge technology?
Lo más novedoso.
Yeah, like the newest, right? The newest technology, cutting edge. Yeah. Like a lot of these applications for maybe the iPhone, certain applications are, in my opinion, cutting edge technology. Very new, cutting edge, very modern, and typically they influence business strategies and so on because they're new applications, new products, new developments. We very often use this expression with technology. Cutting edge technology. Yes, cutting edge. They used some, like certain companies are known for developing cutting edge technology. They're known to be the first one to develop some new concept or some new product, and they get first mover advantage by being the first one to develop that technology. Cutting edge technology. All right. Now, as we move into class number 116, what else can we do? Okay, Matt, Kyle, what else can we do? Okay, Mass, what else? What else? Well, in fact, yeah, that's what we can do right there. What else? Okay, Mass, what else? So we'll practice with this structure. And yes, it means, ¿qué más? For example, ¿qué más hicieron? What else did they do? ¿Qué más dijo ella? What else did she say? ¿Qué más quieres comprar? What else do you want to buy? What else? Now, before we drill this idea, before we repeat, practice, let's make sure that we're doing all right in terms of pronunciation. We say, what else? What else? Now, I mentioned earlier the importance of linking words, and this is a good case where we link. We say, what else? What else? What else? What else? So repeat with me. We'll say it 3 times. What else? What else? What else? I didn't hear you. You weren't all repeating. Even those of you in the car, I need you with me. One more time. 1, 2, 3. What else? Okay, very good. Thank you. What else? ¿Qué más? Okay, so now I'll give you the answer. This is one of my favorite types of exercises. I'm going to give you the answer to a question, and I want you to ask me the question using what else. So I'll say, they didn't eat anything else. And you can say, Kyle, what else did they eat? Okay? She didn't use anything else. What else did she use? He didn't say anything else. What else did he say? What else did he say? We didn't try anything else. What else did we try? He won't buy anything else. What else will he buy? What else will he buy? She didn't find anything else. What else did she find? Okay, what else? What else? What else? Fitz didn't talk about anything else. What else did Fitz talk about? What else? Que más? What else? Okay, before we go, one more thing I want to do. I want to quickly take a look at our 5 words of vocabulary.
Vocabulary of the day.
All right, it's time for the vocabulary of the day. Very quickly, our 5 words. Compañero de equipo. Teammate. Teammate. Avispa. Wasp. A wasp, yes. Indoloro. Painless. Painless. Yes. Implantar. Poner en práctica. To implement. And finally, loro. The bird, un loro, is a parrot. 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 Yes, I'm going to finish there. I know there's a little bit more that we have not had time to see, but we'll get to that tomorrow. I promise we'll be back with all that and so much more. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.